Hey, I finally figured this out. All right, this is going to be fun. Peace, love, light, darkness, happiness be unto you. This is your girl, Galactic Empress, Queen, Goddess, Kenya, coming to you live. I'm live for real this time. Okay, even though a lot of people might not actually be in my live, I'm grateful that I am in the live. So I'm trying to gather my bearings and get myself together. I can't believe I'm actually live. This is going to be so much fun. Okay, so let me see how I can. So hard to get this together. Not hard, but let's see. Because it only gives you so much viewing space. This is my first time doing this live, right? Like this. Okay, so let's get past the little frills and introductions. I'm going to stream this later. So I got to make sure I look real good. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's see. I'm going to have to move back some. What I did want to do was make sure that my background was appropriate. And the next time I'm going to have to choose a background. I'm trying to see if I could do that now. Nope. That's not what that is. That's not what that is. Let's see. That's not what that is. So I guess I should have had to do it before I got on here. All right. So, anyways, welcome. Welcome to everyone to Galactic Empress Queen Goddess Kenya's channel. And let me go ahead and break this down for y'all because I am going to reintroduce myself. Yes, let's get this Palo Santos all up in here. Let's get it all up in here. I'm going to reintroduce myself to the people who don't know me, to the people who about to get to know me. I am Galactic Empress, Queen, Goddess, Kenya. And I know y'all probably saying, Chick, why you got so many names? Well, with this responsibility of my life existence, there have been levels to the elevation. And with these levels of elevation, there have been titles and labels given. And let me tell you where I started from. When I was like 17 years old, I started my spiritual journey a long time ago. But I really realized that I started it when I was 16. And that was when I started delving into Rastafarianism and researching about Bob Marley. That's the first time when I locked my hair because I've had locks for a very long time. This is my third set. Um, so I was 17 when I decided that I no longer just wanted to be called by my government name, that I needed to be recognized in the authenticity of my culture and who I am. And at that time, for me, it was for people to acknowledge me and address me as sister, Sistah. So I became Sister Kenya to many. And when I was young, I was in college. Not when I was in college. When I was in high school, a lot of my friends they teased me about it. They was like, you want us to call you Sister Kenya? I say yes. And if you don't call me that, I'm not gonna answer. And it was like, oh, so you Cleo now? If you know, you know. So back in the day, in the early '90s, there was this psychic with, and they've had her real true story on streaming networks now, at this stage and age. But back then, that's when the story of her was actually going on. And so my friends would be like, "So you Miss Cleo now?" And so Miss Cleo would say, "Call me now." And she would give out psychic readings and things of that nature. However, I did not profess to be Miss Cleo, but I did relate to her way of presentation. I've always been clairvoyant, clairaudient, um, seeing things before it happened, having this sixth sense, so to speak, having intuition beyond my understanding at many times. And I just knew that I was different. I've always been different. So that's how it started. It started way back when I was a teenager, Sister Kenya. And then as I grew into my adolescent stages, 20, 21, 22, 23, I say 24, 25. No, it was even past that because I stayed Sister Kenya for a long time. I think I was 30. Yeah, I was about 30 when it went from being Sister Kenya to Queen Kenya. So I had elevated from the sister to the queen. And once I was operating in my gifts and doing the things I needed to do within my spiritual journey, I elevated from the queen level to the empress level. So I was no longer just a sister or a queen, but I had become an empress. And as I continued in my journeys, I was no longer just an empress or a queen because I adapted empress queen. Then I became galactic empress queen when I tapped into my cosmic, my cosmic galactic self. The more I grew and found more about myself on this spiritual journey, the more I identified, and spirit and universe gave me titles to identify with. And therefore, that's how I got to Galactic Empress Queen Kenya. And then I got to Goddess. I know you see how it elevates. Okay, so it was just different seasons of life, different levels of elevation of growth within myself. And so I'm finally at this stage of Goddess. And I'm operating and flowing heavily in Goddess. Okay, that's where I'm in. That's where I'm at now. So, not that all the others have left me, but it's just a present representation of where I've come from and who I am. And I'm grateful for that. And so that's just a little breakdown for all of those of you who've never heard the story, who didn't know the story. Um, and for those of you who don't know me and will get to know me through this platform, and also for those who knew me before I became all that I am now, because I am reintroducing myself to the world in this season. And I am just ecstatic and excited about it. Forgive all the noise in the background. It is what it is. I had to do this today. I had to go live, and I'm going to continue to go live. Um, it's a monumental changing shift happening in this season, and it's beautiful. What is my purpose? Why have I been called to get your attention? Why am I here? My existence for life in this realm of life, in this age, in this season, is to be a light, to be an ascension guide, to help those who are on their journey of ascension and expansion, learning more about themselves, stepping out of the traditional ways of life and being, and stepping into the truth of themselves. I am here to help those who want to help themselves in that aspect. I've been given gifts, I've been on my own journey, and I will continue to be on my own journey as I ascend and go higher. But my purpose in this existence is to help those who need help, who need the guidance, who need to heal hurt and trauma, who need insight and wisdom, who need a system, who needs that dark divine energy reflected within their life, who needs a dark shadow, the darkness reflected in their life. Because when you come in contact with me, you come in contact with a mirror that is also going to show you the light and the dark that is within you. But the greater will be the dark. The darkness is going to come out of you more so than ever the more that you engage with me, because I have a lot of dark energy. And is that a bad thing? No. People like to say darkness is wicked. It's not wicked. Darkness is power, because that's where we came from. We came from the dark. We were created in darkness, infinite darkness. That's how we came into existence. And so within that darkness lies the power, and within that darkness lies the greatness of the power of you and I, the greatness of the power of infinite possibilities. Do you know why you have come to this earth realm in this time, in this age, in this season? Why have you existed for all these years, for this long time? Who are you? What do you have to give to humanity? Where did you come from? What were you and what did you do? What have you gone through that caused you so much trauma that you need to heal and learn the ways of life again and again and again? What were your reincarnations before? What will they be later? These are questions that sometimes will come about with someone who is along their spiritual journey. And I have been equipped and prepared to answer those questions. So, as life would have it, I have a cold. Some allergies have flared up right now. That is why my voice sounds the way that it sounds. However, I'm ecstatic about the greatness that has come about this week. Let me tell you why. This week, I celebrated a solar return, acknowledgement of my life and how many times I've experienced the calendar of life in this realm of life. Some people call it birthdays. I call it solar returns. 45 of them I have experienced. I don't like to think of myself as an age because I feel much wiser, more mature, and older in a sense. And that number of years, if I was to attribute it to the life experiences of my existence, is very small in comparison to the knowledge that I carry from every reincarnation that I have since my very beginning time of existence. And my very beginning time of existence was over millions and millions and millions, billions, gazillions, quadrillions, quadrillions, if those numbers even exist, years ago. I have existed as long as the source of life has existed because I was always within the mind of my source of life. Therefore, I have always existed. So to think of my 45 years on this planet as a point of reference to life, it's a very short time. Okay. So I don't like to think of it like that. I just celebrate it for earthly reasons, okay? But however, like I was saying, I entered into this earth realm in the ninth month on the sixth day in the year of 1978, okay? And ever since this reincarnation, I've been living out the path that my soul chose before I got here. This is in congruency to the previous experiences of incarnations that I've had, the previous experiences of energetic being, just existing, not even to speak on the multiple dimensions of existence, because I'm not in just in this realm. I exist in other realms of life as well, all at the same time. If you are familiar with quantum physics, then you know what I'm talking about. If you are not, then you need to familiarize yourself. I am a teacher by nature, an educator by trade. I should have said that reverse. I am a teacher by trade and an educator by nature. An educator is one that comes to bring wisdom. I like the definition that was given. So I'm gonna look that up real quick because I like that definition that I saw for it, and I was like, yeah, that's what I am. Oh, that ain't. That's not what I saw. I must have saw that. I must have saw it somewhere else. Having a vision. Let me see if I can find it. Having a vision of knowing who I am, given the information. Okay, so as I'm finding that, this is here. A person who helps offer other people reconnect with the truth of who they are. That's who I am. A person who helps other people reconnect with the truth of who they are. That's what a spiritual teacher is. An educator. That's what I am. Spiritual teacher, spiritual educator. Now, this channel, Galactic Empress Queen Goddess Kenya. This channel is here for you. I will be posting videos. I will be posting soulspirations. I will continue to post soulspirations as I have in the past. Excuse me, y'all. I need to drink. I will continue to post as I have in the past. So, I took a break for a while. I might need to get one of my holes. Wait a minute. I took a break for a while because I just didn't have it in me. And I don't like to force myself to do things when it's not flowing. So there was a season for a whole year last year, every month, where I dedicated posting videos, soulspirations, at least once a month on this channel. And I did it. religiously. I was successful, and I'm grateful and proud of myself for that. However, baby, when 2023 came in, all of that was out the door. I knew that this year would bring change. I had no idea of the kind of change that it was bringing, but it came with great energy, great shifts, as every season does. But I needed to focus more on me. I needed the time to go deeper within, which I'm still doing. And so I'm letting this be known because I came to the realization that it's time to reprioritize, reorganize, reconstruct my purpose given in life, and to redefine the direction of it for myself. It's about flow. It's always been about flow, not force. It's always been about flow. And so I realized that I needed to give me more. I needed to spend more time with me. I needed to love on me more. I needed to allow myself to heal more. So I gave myself that time. And I'm continuing to give myself that time. However, along the journey now, I can add to my experiences while I'm above water and not so much deep within the trenches that I can't come up for air. As I go, you will go with me. There'll be some times when I might fade out, but I will leave things with you. I will leave videos, nuggets, and what have you with you so you won't just feel like I've gone completely silent. I'm learning how to balance it. And this is a part of the journey. And this is what will be helpful for those that are coming to me and those that are for me. And so let me say this as I've always said before, I am not for everybody. Everybody is not for me. However, those that I am for, I am for. And those that are for me are for me. And I'm all right with that. Now, just to give you a little background information about myself, if you didn't know, now you're going to know. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. Uptown, Third Ward, Taladana, and South Claiborne. That's where I grew up. I went to John Mack High School, and then I moved away from New Orleans and moved to Georgia, essentially going to Smyrna, Georgia at first, then Marietta, Georgia, then Mableton and Austell, Georgia, and then Atlanta, Georgia, East Point, on the south side, College Park. So those are the areas and the places that I've lived. Where I currently reside is in Charleston, South Carolina. How did I get here? Well, I had to be taken way back to where my roots, well, half of my roots came from. My ancestors was brought in through Charleston and brought to New Orleans, enslaved, and sold in the French quarters. This is what my papa told me. And so I know there are many stories about the Atlantic slave trade not happening and all that. But I only go by those who have been alive, who know the story, and who I trust to hear and carry on. their words. And so my papa used to tell me all the time that our people was from the Virgin Islands, and they was brought to Charleston, and then they was brought to New Orleans. That's how I got there. I give all honor and praise unto my Creator, source of life. I'm not religious; I'm spiritual. However, I was brought up in the church, Methodist, AME Zion, Baptist, Catholic, you name it. I done been there. Pentecostal for a short time. It's just different when you can have insight on an in diversity on an arena of things and still have an open mind to look beyond that which your culture has given you, which your family has presented to you, and what your spirit is guiding you to. So, what I am going to say is that I truly, 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 truly appreciate every opportunity and energy, insight, and time that I have to share, to present my gifts, to operate in them, to be of service. I know a lot of what I do, what I'm capable of doing, is trending right now. It has been overly saturated within social media within the last 2 to 3 years. But baby, when I tell you I've been doing it for a long time, over 20 years, I've been doing it for a long time. Insight, intuition, reading cards, guiding people, physically helping them in time of need. I've been doing it for a long time. And so, in and out of season, I'm grateful for the ability to do what I've done and to be who I am. I don't take it lightly because I know that it's not of my own strength, not of my own power, that I can operate in these gifts. It is because of the power that is within me, and that is the Almighty, Most High, Source of life, that power, that oneness, that is me. So, if you would find yourself seeing this live, I would like for you to take the time to perhaps watch some of my other videos and see if there's a title that draws you to watch it. As I've said, I'm not for everybody, and everybody is not for me. But those I am for, I am for. And those that are for me are for me. So if you should happen to come upon my live, then it's probably purposeful and for a reason, not happenstance, not a coincidence. It was meant to be. So, who am I? I am galactic empress, queen, goddess, Kenya. What do I do? I am a spiritual educator, an ascension guide. I help those to find their truth within themselves along their own spiritual journey. I give you the tools, the resources. I guide you to finding them within your own self. And I help you and encourage you along your way. With the insight and guidance of my own gifts, I can help you to do great in your journey of life. I use tools, yes, cards, pendulums, um, crystal balls. No, I don't use crystal balls. I'm just saying. Who knows? Maybe I'll start to use the crystal ball in the near future. I have one. Um, but there are tools. Most of the tools that is used is me. I am the tool. Okay? So I am here for you. I offer sessions, 45 minutes, 45-minute sessions are $65. 60-minute sessions are $75. What do you get within the sessions? You get the guidance, you get the tools, you get the affirmation of self. It's all tailored to you. I call it Namaste because that means honoring you. I honor the soul within you. So your whole coaching sessions are about honoring your soul. We are here in those moments. We are there to find out what is it that your soul desires. Why did you come into existence in this life? We begin to find that out within your sessions. You can have a consultation. All consultations are 30 minutes. Consultations are $45 for 30 minutes. Consultations are just introductions. If you would like more information, you can email me at queenkenya55 at gmail.com. All the information is going to be on this thread at the bottom of the live. You can follow me at galactic underscore empress queen. Let me look at it because I don't want to give you all the wrong thing. Galactic underscore empress queen goddess. That is my IG page for inspirational post. You can also go to my website, which is Galactic Empress Queen Kenya .strikingly.com. MyStrikingly.com. Look, trying to get it all together. I'm gonna put all the stuff on the thing below. So I also have a Facebook page where you can book your appointments, consultations, what have you, on my Facebook page. The Facebook page is GEQ Goddess Kenya Spiritual Life Coaching. GEQ Goddess Kenya Spiritual Life Coaching. It's a lot. The titles is a lot. Galactic Empress Queen Kenya, Galactic Empress Queen Goddess Kenya. It's a lot. I know. But I just do what I'm told because I'm told to put those titles. Because it's a vibration, it's a frequency. It's supposed to remind me of the levels of ascension that I've already ascertained. Are more going to be added? Lord, I pray. In essence, yes, but in names, does it have to be? No, I think I've gotten there with the names, but I'll continue to grow and ascend, but not necessarily having to add any more names. Okay, so be patient with me about that. I know. I know. On Facebook, GEQ, Goddess Kenya Spiritual Life Coaching. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm thankful for the time that has been spent. I'm thankful for the presentation that has been given. I am honored to be a light worker. I'm honored to be a dark, divine, feminine woman operating in my goddess energy. I am honored to be aware of who I am within culture in this society, from where I came from, where I entered into the world at. And where is that? That is New Orleans, Louisiana. I will tell you that sometimes when you hear me talk, I may sound one way. And sometimes when you hear me talk, I may sound another way. Do not be dismayed. Either way, it's still me, okay? The vibrational frequency of voice fluctuates as I channel. So, what I have noticed about myself is that there are times when spirit needs to speak through me in a certain way with a certain dialect, and that will come forth. And there are other times it's chill mode, relax. It is what it is. So, just so you know, I am that kind of being that flows in that capacity. Okay. I look forward to hearing from you, to getting connected with any of those who come across this live, this channel. I'm grateful and I'm looking forward to hearing from you. If you have made it this far on this live, on this video, please know I'm ready and you are too. Let's come together. Let's get started on your journey. Let's go deep. Let's deep dive together. Let's let's go deep. Let's find out why you've come. Let me support you and assist you in your journey as your light begins to shine brighter within all the darkness of this world. And then your darkness begins to overcome you in love and in peace so that you might even shine brighter. Okay? That is all for today. That is all for today. I am grateful. So, with that being said, I'm gonna have this background together next time. Y'all see, I got my back there. Y'all see, I got my moons back there. I also got my skulls back there. Excuse all this, but I'm gonna have it together because I believe that it just needs to be with the flow. And so all of that sometimes don't need to be seen. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to get the digital background and pick the ones that need to go with the flow. So again, thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. Good day, everyone. I'm so excited. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back, y'all. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. It's about to be litty up in here. We going higher and higher. Yes, we are. And as I always say, if you didn't know what I always say, now you're gonna know. In closing, I love you. I appreciate you. And love and light, peace and blessings be with you. This I done got it all confused. It's been so long since I said it. So let me rephrase it. Peace and blessings, love and light, and darkness be upon you. And I say it like that because I want you to experience every bit of balance and abundance within this realm of life. And you can't just have all the peace and the blessings and the light without the darkness in order to have that balance. So it's not to wish you ill harm or to speak ill of things within your life going dark, but just so that you might have that balance, that everything will be as it should be, and that you will embrace the darkness as well as you would embrace the light, because it is all you. It is all you. You are dark and you are light. We all are. And once we recognize that, the sooner we recognize that and embrace it, the sooner that we can become who we truly are and get to the root of the soul of the journey. So, yes, that's it. See, I'm still trying to educate and teach on my way out. Love and light and darkness be unto you. Peace.